This is a production brought to you by Tiferes Menachem Seagate Lighthouse Studios, performed by Rabbi Yosef Yitzchak Greenberg, recorded and edited by Shner HaSofer. You may copy this production as many times as you want. You may distribute it as many times as you want, free of charge. Enjoy and easy listening.
Be'ezras Hashem Yisborech, we will begin the reading of the Megillah, preceded by the brachos, and before that the trop, and for the trop. Pashto munach zarko, munach segoil, munach reviyi. Mapach pashto, zokev kotein, merchot tipcho, munach esnachta, pozet, tli shoktana, tli shokdeila, kadimo v'yazilo, az lo geresh, ger shayim, darga sevi, yisiv, seif pasuk, yoreach ben yoimai, karnei farah. Before we recite the brachos, we will discuss briefly several halachas pertaining to the brachos and to the Megillah. Number one should obviously answer Amen to all three brachos and have in mind to be yotze from the Balkodah. And likewise, the Balkodah should have in mind to be motzi anybody who is listening. One should not answer B'chuv of Shmei unless one has already heard the Megillah. One should not answer B'chuv of Shmei. The brachos must be recited standing, and those listening to the brachos should also be standing during the reciting of the brachos. When one has already fulfilled his obligation and is laning just for other people, laning for men or for men and women, it is preferable that one of the listeners should be motzi the others with saying of the three brachos. If the listeners are not capable of making their own brachos, then the Balkodah would himself recite the brachos for them. However, when reading the Megillah before women, each woman would recite the brachos separately. In this case, with women, the first bracha would be not al mikra Megillah, but lishmaya Megillah. Even if the women are incapable of making the brachos themselves, the Balkodah should read word for word for these people. Halacha is that the time for reading the Megillah at night begins from Seis HaKechavim until dawn Aleis HaShachar. Some say that under extenuating circumstances, the night reading can go all the way up to Netz HaChama. Obviously, it would be without a bracha. The daytime for reading the Megillah would be from Netz HaChama, sunrise, until Shkia. In the event that a person has not yet read the day Megillah, it's already Shkia, he can still do so during the Bein HaShmashis period without a bracha. If one forgot to lay the Megillah at night, you cannot make it up by reading twice during the day. The Megillah should not be heard via telephone, microphone, radio, television, internet, but should be heard directly from the person reading. If one is close enough to the Balkodah who's reading over a microphone and he hears the Balkodah's voice, he can discern the voice of the Balkodah, then it's fine. One should also have a Megillah in front of him while he's hearing the Megillah, so that in case he misses out a few words, he can read the missing words from the Megillah and catch up. One should not read the Megillah Baal Peh, that is by heart. If, however, one notices a word missing or misspelled or blotted out or puzzled in any other way, he is allowed to read that word or several words by heart. If the Megillah has the beginning or the end deleted, or an entire episode missing, such as the story with Bigsan Vaseresh, who plotted to kill the king Achashverosh. If that entire episode, although it encompasses only several psukim, if that would be missing or misspelled or written puzzle, then the entire Megillah would be rendered pasul. Or if the majority of the Megillah would have words that are misspelled or somehow rubbed out or not there, the Megillah would, of course, then be pasul as well. The Megillah must be read in order. So if one hears the end of the Megillah, for example, here's the last 3 chapters, Ches, Tes, and Yud, in one minyan, and then hears in the second minyan the first 7 chapters, it's not good enough. You must hear the 10 chapters of the Megillah in the right order. A woman cannot be moitzi a man, even if she has to do it for herself, but she can be moitzi other women. If she already heard the Megillah and is doing it just for others, then it's questionable whether she could even be moitzi other women. The minhag is that the Baal Koda has the Megillah folded like a letter, and minhag Chabad is in 3 folds. Likewise, the listeners who also have their own Megillah should fold it in 3 folds as well. Now, pertaining to the Megillah itself, the Baal Koda raises his voice when he gets to Perek Vav, Balayla Hahu Nodad Shnas HaMelech. Likewise, at the end of Perek Tes, there are twice where the words Igeres Hazois or Igeres Hashenis, this letter is mentioned in the Megillah, Pasuk Chav Vav and Pasuk Chav Tes. When these words Igeres Hazois are mentioned, those listening as well as the Baal Koda should shake the Megillah. It is customary in Chabad that we do not clap, we don't make any commotion when we hear Haman's name throughout the Megillah, but only in 7 places, and that is where Haman's name is associated with a description, either a description of lineage, such as Haman ha'amdasa ha'agogi, or a description of character and behavior, Haman ha'ro hazeh, or Haman Seider ha'Yehudim, the enemy of the Jews. Otherwise, we do not bang and clap Haman in other places. And now, Be'ezras Hashem Yisborech for the reciting of the brachos and Kriyas HaMegillah.